some sales,
With
Really?
a funeral procession.
and I don't know how to change an elevator's phone number. So,
Block.
I don't know how you block it.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll
thank you.
talk to you.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay, everybody ready? Yep. All right. It's 5:30. Welcome to the City of Manistee Planning Commission meeting for August 6, 2026. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which stands
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please take roll.
Commissioner Slawinski,
Here.
Commissioner Szymanski,
here.
Commissioner Weiner,
Here.
Commissioner Member Two,
Member two. Here.
Member Two. I did it anyways.
Just wait till you get
Commissioner McBride
Here.
and Chair Whitliff.
here. Thank you. Approval of agenda. At this time, the Planning Commission can take action to approve the August 6, 2026 agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Bob, second.
Second.
By Mick. Discussion? None. Please take roll.
Commissioner Slawinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Szymanski,
Yes.
Commissioner Weiner,
Here. Yes.
here,
Yep.
Commissioner Member Two,
Yes.
Toe,
Member two.
Member Two,
Member two.
Commissioner McBride,
Yes. Remember to do things, yes.
Commissioner McBride.
Here.
Here, yes, no?
I said here.
You have to say yes.
You're voting.
Yes this time.
Yes.
Whatever.
Motion passed.
No?
Huh?
What about me?
It still passed. Chair Whitliff.
Okay. Here.
Doctor's paper today.
Good enough.
Bring Jackie back.
Conflicts of interest. Is there anyone on the commission with any type of conflict in tonight's meeting, please?
Nope.
Nothing? Okay. Approval of minutes. At this time, the chair can ask for a motion to approve the meeting from July 9, 2026. Motion
I'll make a motion.
by Shelley, second.
I'll second.
Marlene, discussion? None. Please take roll.
Oh, my goodness, we had
Here we
these.
go.
Commissioner Slawinski,
Yes.
Commissioner Szymanski,
Yes.
Commissioner Weiner,
Yes.
Commissioner Member Two. Okay, say it again.
Member two.
Member Two.
Remember to.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like that.
Commissioner McBride,
Yes.
here.
Wrong all the time.
Chair Whitliff,
Here. Yes, thank you. Well, I had to be one. Correspondence has been shared with the Planning Commission and will not be read aloud tonight. Move along to presentation, Laura Heinzelman and Blade Gates of the Manistee County Foundation. Can't wait.
So, good evening. I'm Laura Heinzelman, the President and CEO of the Manistee County Community Foundation. I just want to let you know how excited I am this evening to be joined by Blade Gates, who is our Communications and Donor Services Officer. He joined us last December as part of our team. And we're delighted to be here this evening. We thank you for the opportunity to provide an update to the Planning Commission about the activities of the Community Foundation. So Blade is going to start things off tonight and turn things over to me towards the end. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Well, good evening. As Laura said, my name is Blade Gates. I am the Communications and Donor Services Officer with the Manistee County Community Foundation. I do want to thank you all again for inviting the foundation to provide an update today. I'll start by providing just a general overview, high level of some of the work that the Community Foundation has been doing. Some of the information may be familiar, but hopefully it provides a useful refresher for what we're doing. And then in a little bit, I'll pass it off to Laura, and she'll provide additional specific project updates. So the mission of the Manistee County Community Foundation has been to enhance the quality of life for all Manistee County residents today and in the future. You know, the founding members in 1987, they recognized that if we want to provide the quality of life we want for our residents, it was important to build a vehicle for giving to help now and also for generations to come. And so for fulfilling that mission, we really kind of narrow it down to three main goals. The first one is really building community capital so we have the capacity to give back to the community, being able to award grants out of those funds and out of that capital to meet the local needs, and then finally to convene and lead to effect positive change in Manistee County. Sometimes you'll hear the Community Foundation use the phrase "for good forever," and I find that it really does encapsulate a lot of the work that we're trying to do and our goals as a foundation. We want to provide good for Manistee County, but we also want to make sure that that impact and that work can last forever and that it can be sustaining. So we are a permanent institution and a perpetual grant maker. We're also the only entity that serves Manistee County that's focused on improving all aspects of life. So it really does open the door for the opportunities for how the Community Foundation can support the community. I absolutely have to mention our board of directors. You know, they do so much great work for the foundation. They are an all-volunteer board. They provide strategic direction and leadership for the Community Foundation. Our current officers include Patrick Bentley, Shannon Westgate, Jim Thompson, and Rose Fosdick. We're so grateful to have them, their voice, their perspectives. It's really, really valuable and critical for the work for the foundation. And then our staff, compared to where we were last year, we have one extra person on the team through the new role of the Communications and Donor Services Officer, Laura Heinzelman being our president and CEO. Sarah Herberger is our program officer. She handles a lot of the work working directly with organizations that may be applying for grant funding. Shelly Hrakavina, who recently celebrated 10 years with the Community Foundation. She's our grant and scholarship coordinator. Brandy Martin, our Director of Finance and Operations, and then Kelsey Rhodes, she facilitates our Youth Advisory Council as well as the Launch Manistee Network. And we'll talk about both of those in just a second. The one right now. So we have a number of different advisory committees that provide recommendations and ideas for different funds. But we always love to promote the Youth Advisory Council when we have the opportunity to. You know, they are our youth philanthropists, and they're really the next generation for philanthropy and for giving back to our community. So they're our local panel of experts on youth needs in Manistee County. They're made up of high schoolers from every school district in Manistee County, and they recommend grants to support youth in Manistee County. And the picture there, they had their youth service project cleaning up at the Spirit of the Woods Conservation Club this spring, following some of the storms that caused some debris in that area. Some just general highlights. Last year was a really strong year for the foundation, which we are incredibly grateful. We find it's, so we had over $3.5 million in gifts and grants received, and that includes a few stock gifts and legacy gifts. And we also had 5 new funds that were started. So now we have over 100 total funds available at the foundation, which I just think really just goes to show the amount of interest in starting funds and leaving a legacy in Manistee County and seeing positive change. We saw a 16.43% investment return, and our total assets sit at around $48.2 million, which is about a 20% growth from the prior year. Now, something important I do want to mention is that as a community endowment, not all of these monies are available to award each year, and that's intentional when it goes back to that idea of for good and forever. It goes back to that idea of being a perpetual grant maker and making sure we have funds for the generations and years to come. But with that, last year we were able to award $1 million in grants and scholarships, and the impact was really, really great. There we go. So the grant program is one of our main programs at the Community Foundation, which provides Manistee County organizations the opportunity to apply for funding for any charitable purpose in Manistee County. You know, we like to say that the Community Foundation can only do the work when the other organizations are also doing the work. You know, we love hearing the ideas and the projects that they're working on and that they want to see come off the ground. We need them just as much as they need us, so we really find it to be a mutual relationship in that regard. So eligible applicants include 501c3s, schools, and units of government, which includes federally recognized tribes. And then just our general grant program timeline, we have 2 major grant cycles in a given year. We had a successful spring grant cycle this year, and we're still collecting applications for our fall grant cycle. We're accepting those until September 15th, with funding decisions made later in November. And then we'll be announcing future cycles by January of next year. Another program is our scholarship program. For students in Manistee County that are pursuing further education beyond high school, whether that's college or a vocational trade. Similar to the grant program, the scholarship program has an array of funds that can go towards different purposes and different opportunities, which makes it even more flexible for the ways that we're able to give, especially for the students. In 2026, we awarded 36 scholarships, including 24 renewals of previous awards, and that the total commitments on that were over $150,000. And then the third program I did want to mention was our impact investing program. Now, just in general, investing is a pretty important part for the Community Foundation. It's what makes the impact investing program unique is that we invest locally. So the goal of the impact investing program is really to expand our positive impact by investing more of our assets locally, with the intention of generating both a social and a financial return. Sometimes we'll say investing on Main Street instead of Wall Street. And then the final thing I wanted to mention was going back to our point of convening and leadership. That is really one of our major goals as a foundation, and find collaborating and convening and coming together to be such a critical piece for making attainable, positive, lasting change. One way that we try to convene is through the Launch Manistee Network. This is a cross-sector network of partners convened by the Community Foundation. It's designed to promote the success of Manistee County students from early childhood through adulthood. Sometimes we say cradle to career. And within Launch Manistee, we have 3 action teams. We have Raising Manistee County, Post-Secondary Access, and Workforce Development and Attainment. The Leadership Learning Lab is a 10-month leadership program that's done in collaboration with the Rotary Charities of Traverse City, as well as the Fry Foundation and several other community foundations in northern Michigan. That is a leadership opportunity for people to develop personal and professional development, and as well as strengthening nonprofit and cross-sector capacity building skills. And then finally, we wanted to mention community leadership. We really try to prioritize professional development among the team, among the board, and having opportunities to work with other community leaders and entities. Like I said earlier, we need these other partners and these other organizations to be able to do the positive work. So getting to do that is where we find things to be the most fruitful. So speaking of collaboration, I think I will pass it off to Laura, as she may have a few city-specific projects to give you an update on.
Thank you so much, Blade. I did want to take a moment to express our appreciation to the City of Manistee, to the Planning Commission, to the Planning Department and staff. It's really been a privilege for us and really a great pleasure to be following along with the master plan process and the goals and visions that the city has for this community, and to be able to collaborate in a number of different ways. And so I picked a few of those projects here. But I want to recognize the important work that you all do in setting and guiding that vision. Picked out here the Riverwalk improvements, both, the completion of the, on the south side with the EDA grant and now the north side underway. We're so excited to see this new access to recreation and the improvements that are happening there. We hold a fund for Veterans Memorial Park, and it's been really neat to see all of the enhancements that have happened there over the past 10 or 15 years. And the most recent one, we were excited to see a plaque that was honoring some of those who have honored everyone else, right? So we're grateful to the city and their support of all of those efforts over the year. The next was the storage shed at the non-motorized trail park just east of the city. And again, I think that's such a unique asset that the city has, and 4 seasons of enjoyment in that shed now provides an opportunity to do that work even better and protect those assets. Of course, we can't forget what's happening right downtown right now with the plaza work. We're thrilled to see the city, the DDA, to be a part of that investment in our community. We're so excited about what that curbless plaza will mean in terms of greater access to the adjacent Marina Park, to the Riverwalk below as a new community gathering space. And then, of course, when it's not in use, it will still be a thoroughfare and provide important parking for the downtown and so on. I think our most recent grant was working with the DDA on some of the native plantings along the Riverwalk, recognizing that that is, again, one of our greatest assets in the community, and how can we help to make it more sustainable and beautiful, and engaging youth in the upkeep of that. So that's been another bright spot for us over the past year, is starting some of that work downtown. I'm especially grateful to the city and to the planning department and the commission for your support around the Raising Manistee County Coalition. I'm sure you remember that you were the impetus for some of this work when there was a woman looking to expand her child care business and ran into a situation where she would have to get a special use permit, and there was a fee for that, and it was a barrier. And I think we were all talking as communities and learning about ways that as communities we can become more child care friendly, and learned that, updating those zoning ordinances can be an important piece of that. So we're grateful here that the city is one of our core partners in this work, that we were together able to leverage a grant from the Michigan Office of Rural Prosperity to further this work. And you really led the example. We were the first in our project to update and adapt that new zoning ordinance, and we're really grateful for your leadership in this work. Today, we have reached out to all of the municipalities in the county. I think 17 of the 18 are zoning, so we've gone to all 17 of them. They've received an educational presentation about the opportunities to update the zoning ordinance and the benefits that can provide. 15 of those have indicated that they are moving forward in the work in some way, shape, or form. And, I think along with the city, Norman Township, and let me just make sure I get this right. There's one other unit that recently adopted. The Village of Bear Lake? Village of Bear Lake, thank you. So we're thrilled, and we're continuing with this work supported by Networks Northwest, the Manistee County Planning Department, and the Manistee County Chamber of Commerce. And we look forward to what might come before the end of the year. So as Blade said, we can't fulfill our mission without our partners in the community. So we are grateful to you all for the ideas and the insights and the projects and the programs that you bring forward to us. So I hope you'll keep reaching out when there are opportunities for us to continue to collaborate and work together on projects for our community. And I think with that, we'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Any questions?
Tonight? Okay.
Other than,
Well, no, it's not on my list, but that's later. But we just thank you. We look forward to having you guys here, and you do so much for the community and have done so much for the community. And we just thank you.
Thank you. Same way about you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Public hearing, we have none. Public comment on agenda-related items. All comments and handouts from the speaker at the podium will go through the chair. Also, there will not be any interaction between the podium and audience. If these rules cannot be followed, the chair can adjourn the meeting, limited up to 5 minutes, if there's anyone. No? Okay. New business, feather flags.
So, based on conversations I had when I first got here, the approach to feather flags in the past has been pretty strong between Teresa and Katie. I did send a couple letters early on, and then they all came right back up after the winter season. I have talked to Mark a bit about his stance on them, and I think temporary signs as a whole might be the bigger discussion at hand, because there's feather flags, there's regular flags, there's sidewalk signs, there's yard signs, and how we want to best approach that language, whether an amendment might better suit the community, because we do have the mixed use in the industrial district coming up. The idea of maybe looping those in under the same public hearing just to make things easier. My thought process is businesses like the concession stand at the beach, the Ramsdale, the Old Kirk Museum, things like that that have unusual hours might benefit from more temporary signs than something on US 31. Is, do we want to distinguish? I don't know where we stand with that, but I thought it might be a good discussion to have. If we did want to pursue an amendment, we could loop it in with the one for
Everybody's
next
feelings.
month.
Well, I agree that, a lot of activities are temporary, so you don't have an opportunity to really have a marquee sign. And those attention grabbers are important to get people to say, hey, we're gonna have this special event, X, Y, and Z on, whatever those days are. And those are good examples, the Ramsdale. But also, I think having some freedom, and one of the things I was kind of thinking is we give everyone 30 days, right, to have these special flags. Maybe we give businesses an opportunity to request maybe 3 times a year where they can get a 30-day permit to put a flag up when they have a special sale, or they're going through some kind of a new change that they would like to advertise. And maybe just having something that manages it, controls it, but not stifles it completely. So that was my thought, is maybe just grant permits to businesses or community activities to be able to manage and control it. And that would include places like the Ramsdale and the Kirsch and places. So it's the how often or for how long has to be kind of addressed as well. But I think that might be a way of taking care of some of the bigger issues where they're up all the time. And then, and there's, like I said, the variety of signs. Some people, we have restrictions on signs downtown, but how do you know when they're open or closed? So a lot of them have the little open signs, which, as long as they're properly done and they're not flapping in your face when you're walking on the sidewalk, I think are not, inappropriate. I think they're okay. But again, you have literally some of them where the signs are literally in your face, and that's not acceptable.
Flags.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with Mick. As somebody who drives the same path nearly every single day in and day out, I become nose blind to virtually everything that's on that path and back. So, but I do notice if there's something new, like a feather flag or something out of the ordinary that catches my eye. I do agree, though, that they should be limited to a temporary thing, again, because if it's out there all the time, then it's just another part of the signage. So if they're meant to draw attention to something unique, then I think they should be limited. We already have regulations for permanent signage. So I agree with, probably everybody that things shouldn't become too cluttered. Again, I get wrapped up in the noise of all the signs and I don't pay attention to a lot of it.
Right.
But I do notice when something is out of the ordinary.
You know, like, for example, for the old War Hardware, we know when they're open, when they have their flag out. And when they're closed, it's gone,
Put that picture up.
which is,
You have that?
Yeah. That was something that I, it's not this one, talked to Mark as an idea of maybe just during opening hours, and that's what our other temporary signs are for flags and sidewalk signs, is when you're open,
Oh.
you put it out, and when you're closed, I mean, this is in the right of way, so that's a different problem in itself, but,
Yeah, I don't mind the feather
Okay.
flag, but being in the city right away, I just got a
you know.
little bone on for signs in these
Drive
areas.
Past his house is doing some remodeling right now.
I mean, you have two signs.
Contractors have their
So-
contractor sign out in front.
Where's the alternate?
Well, this contractor has a feather flag in front of people's yard for where he's working on the house. It's only about a
I
4 foot
haven't
tall
seen
flag.
that.
But not where the
And
real estate sign
if
is.
not sure you're looking for it, you won't
That's
see it.
on their property.
It's,
I don't
so
like
in the
those.
spring, but it's,
I don't
it's,
like
it's about a 4 foot one advertising his business that he's working on, his house he's
I know,
working
but
on.
it's just,
It's no different than the contractor doing.
A
this type
yard
of
sign.
Yeah,
Less-
it's in the same position
Mhm.
on the yard. It just draws your attention a little more. He's trying to drum up business, which you can't blame a guy for wanting to do that. You probably know where, you probably drove past, I don't know if you, as soon as you drive past, Mark.
on the highway?
No, it's on Civic.
Oh. No, again, I'm kinda like Shelley, you get sign blind.
Yeah, 'cause I come in off First and turn on the Civic,
Yep.
third house down where they're remodeling the house, doing all that work on it. And the contractor's got his flag there.
Oh, Zintex's old house.
Yeah, and it's a good looking sign he's got, it's not obstentious,
Mhm.
it's no different, I feel that's no different than when the contractor puts roofing signs, siding signs.
No,
They're doing the work,
Yeah.
they're advertising their business when they're
Right.
working there.
Yeah, those are temporary.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
and as long as they're not in the right of way, like you
Right.
said, because that's one of the, there are certain people that violate the right of way side businesses. And
All the time.
all the time. I mean, not every once in a while, but and
Well-
some of them are right around the police station, I mean,
Well, that brings up one of my questions here. So the signage in the city right away, real estate, yard sales, estate sales, concert. So on Tuesdays, on the corner of
right.
The first and third.
First and Cypress,
Yep.
the sign was blowing in the street. So,
Blown off.
and how many times do the police go by? They should take these things out.
Yeah.
So,
But I think what
I can-
the city wants is that for concerts and things like that, where they're gonna be up for only one day, where they're gonna put them up in the morning and take them down in the evening, that they go through the city to get a special use. And that's how they wanna handle, so that they don't eliminate places like that having it. But it has to only be for the day of event, and somehow be, the city being made aware that it is only for the day of the event. And
But
that's
they-
up and down.
Like now, the sidewalk sale ones are out, they've been out since yesterday. The sidewalk sale's not for the weekend.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it starts to.
so the,
Yeah.
like that's concert, and I'll just pick on that for a minute. It's in the city right away. There's nothing that the city can grant for that, is there?
not through me.
Okay, so it could go on the bank's property if they approach the bank.
Yes.
So it is a hindrance to traffic.
And I told Andrew the sidewalk signs had to be on private property for this weekend too, but
Sidewalks, what's,
the sidewalk sales,
oh,
I didn't see the signs yet.
Not north side, they're not, they're alongside 31.
So with that, you know, can a letter be sent out to the real estate companies? Because they do put them out.
Yeah, but they know.
But yeah, it's-
They know, but
They know,
they
and they-
still,
And they still do it,
Jack with
and they
us.
still will go down, and the city will pick them up, and they don't mind going down, because I know I've been sent down to pick them up. Probably the majority of realtors that I know do keep them on the properties, but there are a few, especially newer ones, who may not have been instructed,
Already out of town.
well, there's.
or they're out of the out-of-town people.
There's one that has it on city property in two spots who's been a realtor in town for many years. So they're,
Okay,
um,
I'm not, yeah.
I would like to see a letter go to the real estate companies and just,
They used to, the city used to send us letters.
and.
I can
don't
do a
know.
reminder.
Yeah.
But I do think it's gotten better for real estate. I don't see as many real estate signs.
No,
It's,
it's
I would
not
say
like
it's
it
more
used to be.
yard sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arts are driving nuts, but.
And they
Well,
stay
and we-
sale.
Yeah.
And we probably need to let the political folks know that their political signs have to be on private property as well and not in the right of way, because we're coming to the season.
And I do have a
Yep.
comment about the political signs, especially on corner properties, because there's one in particular that he likes to block the view. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
They really need to put their political signs back far enough so that you don't
Mhm.
have to pull out into the lane to see where you can turn into. Just a little public reminder. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
yeah.
So do we want to revisit feather flags and the signs, maybe for next month?
Yeah, with maybe some options, maybe.
Mhm. I can
maybe
do a
it's
couple
A, B,
amendment
and C
options,
kind
yeah.
of Stuff and see, and then kind of work maybe pros and cons
Mhm.
of the options.
All right,
Can do.
we don't need a motion on that? do
No,
we?
no
Okay.
motions today.
No motions.
In
In slow,
Emotions.
slow motion.
It's being easy on the recording secretary.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, old business, Z 26-03 mixed use in light industrial language.
Just because we didn't go for the public hearing this month, I included what I had sort of written up as the language amendment for mixed use in the industrial district. Two things, I kept the minimum living area consistent with all of the other commercial districts at 500 square feet. And then light industrial right now has a minimum building width, and so I removed that. I just think to allow for a bit more flexibility. And general industrial still has the minimum width, but those are the only two districts that have that in place for commercial buildings.
Everybody good with that?
Yep.
Marlene?
Yeah, good.
All right, Shelley?
Yes.
Okay, we're all good?
Now, are there, just go back real
Oh,
quick.
sorry.
There are more areas than in the light industrial district. Is it just the district, or is it in just anywhere that's indicated as light industrial?
In just the district.
Just in that district?
Yeah.
Because there are other areas that light and industrial, but we're not including those, or am I
So the
just-
light industrial park is the whole light industrial district, and then general industrial is down by the lake, which is, has its own
That's,
set of.
that's general and not light?
Yeah,
Okay,
so we're not touching general,
okay,
Okay.
just the light,
thanks.
So light would be the
the industrial park.
industrial park on the north side, okay, all right. Very good. Okay. Public comments, communication, is there anyone in the audience that has anything? No? Staff permit list, blight list, economy efficient dwellings.
So I included a permit list, and then Marlene, you asked about a blight enforcement list, so that's in there as well. I printed out Tim's report. And then for economy efficient dwellings, the, sale from the land bank for Tiny has been approved, and so he is working on plans for his economy efficient dwelling at 1001 Kosciuszko. And then there's one property for sale in the city that would qualify for this overlay. It has an existing garage on it that poses some challenges, but it just happened to be its own parcel with just a garage. So it is small enough to account for the economy efficient, and I have gotten quite a few calls about that property and other properties, so I think we'll see at least George's, if not one or two more in the next year or two. So just thought I would update there. I'll share the plans with you guys for the first one when it comes.
George can get 1001 Kosciuszko going, put, you know, get him out there, generate some money. People can see what he's doing.
That's his plan. He plans on doing that before Jackson Street.
That's a
It's
really-
gonna be a similar layout with the crawl space.
Okay, beautiful. Okay,
And that's only one building, correct?
It's a duplex, but one, yeah.
Yeah, one
Mhm.
structure.
Yeah, and it's on a corner, so it'll come in from both sides.
Not too much unlike the one on 8th Street. The fourplex, remember that used to be the restaurant?
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yep, the old
Oh,
that's-
VFW,
And, yeah.
yeah,
And that turned out really, really well.
Yeah.
yes, it did.
Yes, that's a nice one.
I have one other thing, if you remember back in, I think, January, 372 Second Street came for approval for a detached garage
Well, it's looking
higher.
good.
Very nice.
And,
They're about done with that, just waiting on some side doors, so.
So nice.
and what's impressive, although maybe not energy efficient, they're restoring that home.
It looks really good. They've
and
repainted.
restoring it. I mean, the windows are still single pane, original glass, they're just reworked the wood. I mean, that's a real genuine restoration project. I was impressed.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's a great addition to the neighborhood and to the city. So, I want that garage.
Yeah.
Okay, members training attended, meetings and training attended by members. Bob,
Oh, I finished it.
did you?
Yes, I finished that one.
Man,
And it was hard to stay awake through it.
come on,
It was 11 o'clock at night, I finally got a chance to.
second half is
look at it.
good, so,
It got done though.
okay. Nick, you have anything?
For me.
Nothing? Pam?
No, not
Okay.
this time.
I'm Slacker.
Slacker, okay, all right. Marlene?
No, Maddie's supposed to set up something and I'll go to the building here and take a class.
Okay, very good. Yeah,
Can we
there
all
are,
do at the same time, we'll see.
Yes, I just forgot to call last month.
yeah, there are some, in the latest, magazine that we received, now I can't find it, but there are some, classes coming up in the fall.
Yep, some extension
Yeah,
classes.
extension classes, that's it,
To the MSU, yeah.
yeah, so. Take a look at that pamphlet and we can do them. All right, members' discussion. Marlene?
I know we have a lot of empty buildings downtown, and some have been empty for like 30 years. And nothing, part of it, another store went into part of it. But they own another building, the same people, where the old city drugstore is in the parking lot, that next building. He came before us for some things to do there. And when I asked him what he planned on putting in there, he told me, well, you'll just have to wait and see. I said, well, at my age, am I still gonna be alive, you know? And he just laughed and went on. And nothing has been done to that building. And I know he had gotten some permits and stuff, but I want to know what the current issue on that. And we get all these places that buy up little stores, I don't know, on speculation or what, but we should have some kind of time frame or something that, that is this gonna be an ongoing lifetime project or what, and I just think we could utilize a lot more open stores downtown that, are productive, and you go downtown not just to eat or go to the bar or something,
Jerry and I met with the mayor and the city manager and the ordinance review committee earlier this week about potential solutions to that. The DDA had recommended an ordinance that I don't think we're going to go through with, because I think there were some issues with it addressing that specifically versus just making business owners mad and less likely to bring business. So there is sort of that balance there, but Jerry and I have talked about creating sort of an inventory of vacant spaces downtown that we can continually contact and get updates with,
EDA could help,
and that as well. And,
you know, energize
Mhm.
business in there.
and the chill grant, so as we wrap up the current portion, the opening in January, it sounds like has some potential for downtown rental units. So hopefully we could utilize something like that and find some money to assist business owners with what we're doing now for homeowners. So,
You know, I know one of the issues with downtown with the rentals is fire suppression
Mhm.
systems. If we could figure out some way of assisting with that, I believe there would be a number
Yeah.
of businesses that would come forward and say, I'll do the rest if I can get some assistance on the fire suppression systems.
Yeah, because we have a lot of empty buildings down there, you
Right.
know.
But that's really, I've talked to a few of them, they said, yeah, you know, we just can't get over that hump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
not,
cost of it.
yeah, it's not cheap.
But maybe if it was done with a single company and a single kind of
mhm.
solution, we might be able to get the cost down a little bit, and it may be something worthwhile as far as creating some nice opportunities, because again, travelers and you know, a lot of the younger generation wants to live in the downtown where they can walk to work and not have to worry about a car. And at $6 or $5 a gallon, there may be a lot more, including a lot of senior citizens, so.
I know, and I've been on this board forever, and I think I was 10 when I started, you know, but it's like, at one time, the city did offer the buildings down there and the ones that have like room for apartments, a really, really low loan type project to renovate and fix up, and there was only one or two that took advantage of that. And I don't know if that's something that could be maybe offered again, like you say, with helping with
Well,
fire and,
Yep, if they had apartments before, they don't have to have the fire suppression system. It's grandfathered, it's any one of those big spaces that we have downtown that could have multiple apartments
yeah.
that
and
fall
that's
under that
walkable.
category.
Like
And I'd
pennies,
like to know,
the old pennies.
you try to come downtown, you can never find a place to park, and I know with all the restoration doesn't help. But how many of those cars that are parked downtown, cause like myself, I can't walk a great distance, are employees that could park in the city parking lot or something?
They all used to park down, behind toward the river before the Riverwalk came in, because that was the employee parking areas.
Yeah,
When the
That's been an
Riverwalk came in-
ongoing battle.
Yeah, now they do try to control it with the, you know, the 2-hour parking, they do try to manage that a little bit,
Yeah,
not on a
more so.
regular basis, but they have been.
On the
I-
weekends,
yep.
they do it a lot more, yeah.
that's it, I've complained enough.
Shelley?
Nothing.
Nothing. Pam?
My complaint isn't really for us, maybe more for you.
For me?
Another deer calling.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting
Yes,
serious, it's way out of hand in my neighborhood.
me
So
too.
what
I
is?
have four.
Deer,
The
deer
deer.
population.
Deer,
Oh my God, yeah.
they don't even wait,
I'll get on it.
they don't even
Get out
wait.
there with your bow or your,
Can't
chase
hear
them
them.
away.
I have a doe with 3.
I mean, they're not even waiting till dusk anymore, it's broad daylight, they're all.
And they're not afraid of you.
And they're
Wow,
not
they're,
afraid of you, just,
Yeah.
I have seen a very young buck with just little fuzzy things.
6
on
point?
it. No, only 2.
I put in my yard, it's a 6 point.
But he was charging the kid, and it's getting out of hand.
I agree.
I've
Somebody-
had a baby deer in my driveway and laying in along my garage, and I walk outside, I'm not expecting anything, and
Yeah.
I don't know who's more startled, the deer or myself.
I've had them laying in my yard too, but I was just really concerned when I saw this little,
Yeah.
uppity young buck, and it was like a 4-year-old kid who was terrified. But it's,
As he should be, because.
as he should be, because he can be hurt,
Oh,
but yeah, it's just, the city's gonna have to break down, do something.
Exactly.
I'm done.
Okay. Mick?
Any update, and I almost hate to ask, but in my curiosity, is there any updates on the Little River Holding Company projects? They've got one on each end of River Street, and they've got a crane, and it's been sitting there. Did they run out of gas? And is that the problem? They're waiting for the gas prices to go down?
They can't afford
Well,
it.
Yeah.
I had,
That's better than
that's one of my questions or things, but since you asked. So I met with Israel this morning, and him and Michael Burmeister, who is the facilities manager, over coffee. And he said that the sheet piling, they received their bid on the sheet piling, it was over $1 million to do it, but it has to be done.
For both projects, I'm assuming?
No, just for the gateway.
Oh, Gateway.
The gateway on the south side. That it would be, they're gonna start driving steel by the end of the month.
Oh,
So,
great.
also, just to play off that, the North Channel, should have their liquor license by next week sometime.
And then
There's-
Jerry and I are, sorry, Mark.
Okay?
Jerry and I are meeting with T, I think, next week, and
Try.
and the tribe to talk about the gateway and their time frame and
He's
whether
still
they-
on it? I thought the last time he came forward, he said he wasn't. Okay.
That's what I thought too.
Okay.
He told me he wasn't.
Depends on what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
He told me he wasn't.
T goes in and out.
Thanks.
Okay. Bob?
Nothing much, just gonna have a busy month again here for things, and, if people like chicken dinners, I know I'm gonna see Maureen at it. End of this month, last Sunday will be the chicken dinner at Greytown Fire Department. Get
Okay.
half a chicken for $20 plus
Okay.
fixing it every.
Last year was 18.
Huh?
Last year was 18.
No, what was 20?
Okay.
And anyone who's ever gone has said what a great event it is.
It is,
And the
Even with
money-
Bob there?
even with Bob there,
Yeah,
very
well,
good,
you know.
yes.
Yeah, I gotta be there at 4:30
So
in
I'll
the morning.
go back to buy fire equipment and respirators and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good fundraiser, and it's a big community get-together, and,
That's the 30th, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and this year we're planning on making 1,000 half chickens. Last year was 800, we went up to 1,000 for this year, because
Holy cow.
people wanted to buy, and we didn't have any more.
Okay.
So, and we also have a car show there, 11 to 3,
73.
So August 30th?
yep, and
You
there's also,
can get a carry out too.
yep, there's gonna be a car show there, and last I heard of, we got over 100 cars coming already.
That's on West Hogue Road.
Yep, and Haggerty Insurance may be bringing a fancy car in, we're not sure, we're waiting.
I'm sure they will, it's Mo.
Oh, yeah, and they're gonna have something, Haggerty's bringing in something nice.
Nice.
Is it summer?
Okay. Is that it, Robert?
Yeah.
Other, I get to go play golf in a couple weeks.
There you go. Okay, so we'll get to my questions. So we did number one. Number two is, I've been asked, I don't know why, but there's a lot on man-made lake that the city has been going back and forth on purchasing. People are looking for an update on that, so,
They don't share that with me.
okay. Yeah. I told them I'd ask. 3rd and 7th Street, the building was removed, the old Roger the Butcher barber. That's been removed now, and
Looks fantastic.
it looks good, it's filled. Thanks to the land bank for doing that, cleans up the neighborhood. So, the next one, during my meeting with Israel this morning, Little River has, they're building houses in Norton Shores area. And he invited Bob and I to come down to tour the housing. So that'll be in a couple weeks, so. Can we get some citizen planner credits for that?
You can ask.
Okay, I'll ask.
Fill out the form, see what they say.
I will. Then the last one is the most important one, is, it's August, and I'd like to get together and PC, maybe on a Thursday night, go someplace, have a couple drinks, have dinner, have a few laughs.
Sounds good to me.
So look at your schedules, shoot me a text, email, whatever, and let's put it together.
What kind of time frame are we looking at?
Sometime this month,
This month?
yeah, where it's warm.
As long as it's-
I'm at the mercy of volleyball.
Yeah. Whenever we can all get together.
August, so I'm crazy right now.
But that's it. I'm done with my questions. With that, I will ask for an adjournment. It is 6:20.
Motion.
Second.
Okay?
Cool. Those are easy, those were.
Check they just.
Thank you for coming tonight.
Sports schedule, so.
Kyle, thank you.
Okay.